comes together.
Hey there, welcome to the Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B Michael, and yes, we're still on time. The timer's on time. It counts. That's what I say. We'll find out what the clicker of all buttons thinks about that opinion. I think it's right, man. Hey, as long as we get on there. We were late before, but now we're on time. So I like it. It feels more comfortable. Kids like it, even though they miss Chelsey so much and they always want all of them gang up on her. It's pretty funny. She'll have all three of them on her. That's another topic. So cute, though. Let me bring in my amazing wife, my helpmate, the clicker of all buttons, Chelsey B Michael. And I have to point the opposite way.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. Everybody coming in, don't forget to like, subscribe, tap that screen if you're on TikTok, and show everybody how much you love the Flat Out Truth.
You know what's so funny? It's like we forgot Vika comes on this Wednesday, guys.
Oh, I did.
I didn't know until yesterday. Vika's one said, "Yeah, bro." I was like, "So
See you on Wednesday."
See you on Wednesday." I'm like, "Huh?" He said, "Yeah, bro." It's like it seemed like it was just last week. Maybe it felt like 2 weeks, to be honest with you.
Oh my God, it went so fast. I thought we had another week for sure.
It was like a whole month. So Vika came ready to ask Vika anything. It was a month ago. Anybody that's watching that or watching the replays, can you guys believe it's been over a month or a month? That's crazy. It was a great show yesterday. I'm just going to talk a little recap. Hey, we do have it on the replays, guys. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can go to the YT. If you want the whole thing, you can go to theflatouttruth.com. Join the private platform there. We have everything on there for replaying. So, and you can join the private group there, or you can donate and go to the premium for $9.99 a month. It helps us out. And we have extra content. And if you guys like the biblical calendar, I actually post a biblical calendar every month in there. It shows you all the feast days. It shows you the Shabbat days. It shows you the scriptures that go along with all those. So you can actually learn how the biblical calendar works. And I do have the Gregorian dates on there too. So if you wanted to make sure you know what day of the month it is, Gregorian time, like the more worldly calendar, the commerce calendar, that, January, February, whatever, Monday through Friday, that type of stuff, you'll be able to follow it pretty easily. But yeah, it does show you the feast days. Like right now, most people didn't know the new year has started on the biblical calendar, and the next day was the spring equinox, which means what, babe? Full moon is when? Do you remember?
2 weeks after that, or so the Saturday after something. No, 2 weeks. Well, it's 2 weeks after that.
And then it'll be what for all the pagan people? Easter.
It'll be Easter.
That Sunday will be Easter. So you got the spring equinox, and then in around 2 weeks, so you'll be, since it was a Thursday, and 2 Thursdays it'll be a full moon. So that means that following Sunday will be Easter. That's how the Greek Orthodox does it, and that's how all Christians follow Easter. They follow the moon and don't even know it. Being honest.
Yep. So also, if you ask them, how do you know when Easter is? Like my church tells me.
Yeah, my church tells me. And how do they know? The Greek Orthodox tells me. How do they know? Because they go by the moon. And see, but they don't know all that part.
Yeah, that's why I loved the show on Sunday you had with Vika, because it was all about the moon. It was
about the moon and the phases and how they work and how they don't work. If the moon is a sphere, guys, and you get another ball, like so you get two balls and you cast a shadow, the shadow on the moon would be it acts different on the sphere than it does on a disc. That's like the Pepsi logo or the yin and yang will start to go there when you show it. Once you get to the middle, it would be curving all like weird. It doesn't do that. It curves like it's a disc in front of a disc. That's how it curves. Anybody that draws, you guys don't know, even if you're not an artist, but you guys know by living. You guys live the effects, even though you don't recognize it. Like all you guys know, even not even as an artist, but you know train tracks seem to go together into the vanishing point. You guys know that everything heads out. You guys know streets do that. You guys know city blocks do that. You know that as observation, even though it's subconsciously. So if I draw train tracks and they were straight all the way back, you guys, it wouldn't be perspective. You guys would be like, that doesn't look real. Well, why not? Because it's not fading into the vanishing point. So we know things. I can't draw a curved horizon. Nobody would believe that. It would look like a cartoon or something like that. So it's all these things that we pick up that most people don't really recognize, but in reality, you will. Like even some of these Pixar movies and stuff, because of what's become normal, they're actually putting trails from planes up in the background because they see them now. And in your mind, they want you to see that as normal. And that's what they do. They actually have streaks in the sky now that we see every day coming from the planes. Mm-hmm. So it's like they're trying to normalize reality. And that's how you do it, right? You just keep doing it and pumping it, and pushing it out. And people, like I was talking to Vika, I mean, I'm an artist. I've been an artist all my life. And I was telling him, dude, if I draw the moon like a sphere, everybody I've done that to sounds fake. So I've always had to draw the moon as a disc when I did shadows and moons and draw them for backgrounds and things. I could never do it like a disc and shade it like that. Like in airbrushing and stuff like that, you make things, you got a hot point and then it goes like that. And then you have it always has like a light around the edge from the refraction, like from the reflection from what's behind it. But you can't do that because if I do that, people go, that doesn't look real. And they don't even know why it doesn't look real. I'm serious. I've done it as an experiment because I'm weird.
Yeah.
I've just done that. Even before I was an FE or biblical cosmologist and all like that. Even before that, just drawing. I'm like, hey, I'm going to draw this like we know a ball to be and see what happens. And everybody's like, that looks fake. And then I show them the flat one and they're like, oh, yeah, that looks way better. And I would just laugh to myself. So I knew that it didn't act like a sphere when drawing it or painting it. When you shaded it like it was a flat disc, man. Just being honest. Because I had to try to make it real. And that's what we see, in reality, right?
What you actually see with your eye.
Yeah, I can't tell you, it's really a ball and then shade it like a ball and you guys go, no, it's not.
Which is fascinating, too, with like the difference between what you see with your eyes and how it appears visually.
Oh, yeah.
Versus a camera.
Anybody ever look at the full moon with your naked eye and then you try to take a picture and it looks really tiny? You know what I mean? So your eye actually sees more detail than some of those cameras, especially before you zoom in on them. Yeah. You need to have a zoom. You have to zoom in on it. And our eye sees the moon and you can see the shadows even when it's like the full moon. But it's hard it's so bright. Compared to the night, it really messes with camera lenses. It really does.
Cool. They don't like it.
They don't like it.
Extra exposure lenses.
Yep, it's true. So anyway, yeah, this is very interesting. But that was a great show. If you guys can pick that up and go check that out on the YT, on Vika's. Do we have it on ours? We have the link somewhere in our private platform. You have it?
Yes.
Put it up in there.
Private platform.
So you guys can go there. If you guys are a member of the Flat Out Truth, you guys can find the link for the Heliopsychosis podcast by Vika. And then I'm the co-host now. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm very happy. It's letting me brush up on a lot of stuff and things. And he takes it to that next level that maybe I didn't go down far enough because I didn't think I needed to. Remember, like the Most High always tell me, you don't know enough. Well, maybe I still don't know enough because I never will. I have to keep going. All of us have to keep digging every day or something new every day. You're going to always find something else new every day. And that's just the way life works, right?
Yep. You got it.
Well, we have a great show, but hey, so we knocked out one of our shows for this week. We're putting it on to next week now, which is cool.
Yes.
It saves me. I only got to make one custom, and that's tomorrow. So that's gonna be a great show, man. The thumbnail's coming out fire. That's like one of my favorite ones now.
Aww.
I say that all the time because my daughter likes it. She likes that theme that we're gonna be doing.
Yes.
We can give them a little hint. Should we give them a hint or no?
You can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's "Remember Me."
Yeah.
You guys know that song from what's it called? Coco. Yeah, they love that movie Coco because it's a lot of singing in there. I sing. They like music. My daughter dances. She likes Trolls because they dance.
Yep.
She likes anything with music. So, but that's going to be the theme. Yeah, the theme is pretty cool, man. It's coming out really nice, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. I think it looks good. I like all the colors.
Yeah, that was gonna be next Tuesday, so we had to switch Tuesday. So tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's show is not going to be Remember Me. That's gonna be Remember Me.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be.
The show that was gonna be tomorrow's actually gonna be next Tuesday now.
Yes.
I will make you wait for that one. That's going to be fun too, though. I'm excited about doing the research on, because I try to, sometimes when I try to capture the thing, it's almost like making a caricature of a thumbnail. Like I try to give you guys the feel of that without it being that. And so, right? That's what I do.
Yeah, I get you. I get
like
you.
a lot of little nuggets sometimes in there. Sometimes I try to make it really quick.
If you ever look at like actually look at the thumbnails, there's some hidden stuff in there.
Oh yeah, tons of stuff all the time.
Yes.
There's like dual meanings of everything.
Dual
Like,
meanings.
They're like, what? I didn't know that was in there. Did you even look? Or even our descriptions. People are like, what's the show about? For one, read the thumbnail. Two, read the description. I shouldn't have to tell you what it is. Read it. Most of you guys, I go, do you guys even, when you guys, like, I appreciate the reposts, obviously, and the likes, but are you guys even reading the descriptions? 90% of you say no. I get it. I mean, you guys are busy, and
I put a lot of effort into those descriptions.
Our societies. Me too.
But that's why you got to catch their attention. Maybe they'll read it if you catch their attention.
Yeah.
I think they will.
See, McDonald's gone. He's probably going to go start his live, which is good. Because I mean, I don't know. He likes to go live a lot. I mean, he's on a long time.
Yeah.
Spitting out a lot of stuff, but
He's back.
yeah, he's back. Jeez. He had to go check. Maybe it was the baby fell asleep real quick.
Yeah. Maybe there's an issue. Sometimes I think TikTok glitches, and that goes with it. But yeah, like Ginger's even saying, trying to confuse us with all the times and date changes. No.
Oh no, dude, that's crazy because he's in Spain, and we didn't know that until like a couple weeks ago that he told us that his time change is different, and it's like towards the end.
Yeah, so the U.S. we changed our time at the beginning of the month, but they haven't changed their time yet. They're going to change it, I think, this week.
That's what he even said. I think this week. I go, you guys don't know because it's not always the same. It's weird. So not even that's the same, dude. So so sometimes it's not like it's 3 weeks from us, and sometimes it's 4 weeks from us.
Yes.
So like, dude, he put in that we're gonna start at 5, and I put in and I go, okay. So I made all these new flyers that say 5 p.m. and then I get over there and I go on to the StreamYard connection that he gives me to go on, and nobody's there. He's not there. The thing's not there. And then I looked at the YouTube. It went from going down like 2 minutes to go to start all over at 59 minutes. It's like, what? So it's almost like it was on Central Time or something weird, right? But we think it's the time change. I don't know.
Yes.
So if he doesn't change it this week, it will be 6 o'clock on Sunday, not 5 o'clock. So I might have to change all the flyers to like 6.
It'll be 5:30 or 6.
No.
4:36. I don't know.
It's always.
But
5
this Wednesday, when he comes on here for Ask Vika Anything, it will be.
So she doesn't even know.
At 5:30.
5:30. We're gonna start 5:30.
We're gonna start at 5:30, and he's gonna come
between 5:30 and whenever.
Yeah.
5:30 and I guess 6 our time. Yeah, I know it gets confusing because he's like 5 to 6 hours depending on did they switch the time yet? It's really weird. Man.
Oh, I know.
It is. I didn't think it'd be that complicated, but
this is why everyone hates time changing.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's silly. You don't need it. It's day or it's night, guys.
Yeah, that's it. And then he was like, yeah, bro. He goes, once they switch it, when we get the time, it'll be good for at least the summer, and then until they change it back. So anyway, that's where we're gonna be at. So we're trying to figure all that out. And Chelsey did put up some new lives on the YT, and they're edited, so like the audio is really good. So when it goes, like, it doesn't look like a Chinese kung fu fighting. But so we got JJ's up. We just redid.
Yep.
And so that's up on the YT. Everything's fixed with the audio.
Yep.
We even got JJ clips out. Hey, what's up, JJ?
Yep. This week's JJ clips.
Yeah. So we got some JJ clips coming out this week. We'll be doing probably 3 a day, right? That's what we usually do.
Yes.
And until we wear JJ's
you can catch him on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, and on the private platform. Now, and then we got David Beverly's is going up, right?
Yeah, David Beverly's is up.
So David Beverly's is up. So we're trying to move. People don't realize, like, I know we're giving you guys like a whole bunch of side stuff, but like, I'm gonna give you guys hints. Like, people don't usually post their lives. Like, what happens is they go live, record it, and then they take it down.
Yes.
They take it down after it's done streaming. They take that down, and then they edit it and then put it up in the video. So video is not live.
Correct.
You can actually have the live, and then you can have the video.
Yes.
But most people take down the live because the video is edited.
Correct.
So any crap they don't want in there, they take out, or bad audio they fix, or whatever.
You got it.
And what we're doing is we're doing our own thing. We're going to leave the live up until the video goes up, and then we'll take down the live. So you only get to see, you know, like, you get what I mean? Once we fix it and put it up, we'll take the other one down. So then you'll get the really good, clean version that you guys want to see. Now, that's how we're going to be doing it. That's the thing we're doing. I don't know how everybody else does it, because we've seen a lot of people take it down instantly. Like David Beverly.
Yeah. He took it down instantly.
Yeah, he's streaming on 5 things that night. So we were streaming on 10 platforms last Thursday. That's crazy, right? We were doing ours and he was doing his.
Yes.
He recorded his, but then he took all his down. And he's going to edit it, and he'll put his back up. See?
You got it.
And so we already edited ours. We beat him and put ours back up. We're number 1. I was going to put 2 up, but that would have been 2s, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's interesting too. So this is all stuff that you learn to work on and get everything out. But I do like the clips. I don't know if you guys, and the clips that you guys are seeing, that is what Facebook looks like. Because you guys notice it doesn't look like the one here on TikTok.
Yes.
It is still upright, right? But it is the recording from our own stuff, and that's kind of what it looks like on Facebook, or exactly what it looks like on Facebook. No offense, TikTok. We love TikTok Shop, but and then the YT is the wide, so like you can see it really well on like a TV or an iPad or something like that. People love that, especially when we're doing the biblical calendar, which we will do again. If anybody's interested, we're going to be doing the biblical versus Gregorian calendar once again. We're just going to do it probably every month until I into you guys' mind, and then I can ask you guys questions.
And then one day,
because we had somebody ask us that was watching the biblical thing, is if it was April 4th. We're like, no,
it's not.
Because April has nothing to do with the biblical calendar.
It does not.
No, so it's the month of Nisan when it comes to that, or Abib, which means green ear. And we are on the 4th day of that, I believe, right? Yes.
5th day.
5th day now. Yep. 5th day. So we're day 5. So we will have Shabbat again on Thursday. So anyways, so we can talk about the show we're going to have on today. We're moving on. We're at 11K. So this is what we're going to be dealing with today. And they come to me, and it seems like there's a theme. And I don't actually plan it. It seems to come out that way. By a source, point this way, a source that comes to me, and that's how I get led. And then sometimes it's topics we've been talking about, but I always put them in a way so they kind of seem like to go together, because everything does go together, man. No matter what you try to do,
it's all connected. You always watch like the meme of the spider web guy, right? The red lines, it's all connected.
Yeah,
think about it.
It is. It's everything's connected. So you can talk about one topic and it can always lead into another one. So anyway, we are at the time where she's getting ready to push this through. So we're going to be, what is peace?
Yes.
So that's going to be the topic today. She will be switching it really quick so everybody can see it. And then she'll read her little explanation of the show. So yeah, what is peace? I mean, because it does mean things
differently to different people.
Different levels, different veils, different aspects of personal, business, culture, country. Could be anything. Go ahead.
Yes, and that is actually how I started. With everyone has a different definition of peace.
See?
It could be your own island. Could be money, no conflicts, safety, silence, or being surrounded by those that you love. Do you have peace in your life? What brings you peace? And do you and others take it for granted?
There you go. So if anybody wants to come up and start talking about that, we can get into it. I mean, you can take it by every level. Like I have one of our mods, Marcus. He goes on our platform as well. He's been there since the get-go. When we went from Discord to making our own platform, he's like, now I get why you did that. Yeah, he's always in there. He's always checking out stuff. And so Chelsey has questions that she posts every Monday in there. So there are polls or questions, and you can do comments in the private platform. Very interesting stuff every Monday, dude. It's in there.
I like to make people think.
Yeah, so we like, but the way we like to word questions or make a statement is that when somebody goes, "Do you mean spiritual?" Yes. Do you mean physical? Yes. Do you mean in my house? Yes. Like, what is peace? In all those things, any way you take it is the way you're supposed to take it.
Yep.
And explain that feeling at that moment or your thought of that moment. Like, it's really funny. It's like, don't go by what I'm saying, because I could take that totally different and want to go a different route. I could go biblically, or maybe I'll go, more physical, or it could be about my house, or it could be about the world. So like, what does that mean, right? So like, it does mean that in every aspect, but it's how you take it. And that's how we're supposed to get these conversations going, people. There is no right or wrong answer. It's where you are at, and that's what we want to hear about. And it will bring and maybe spark something somebody else at that level. They could be thinking of it. Oh, I was thinking about the world peace. Oh, I was thinking about my house. I was thinking about my connection to God. Oh, I was thinking about the physical part. I was thinking about, so like there's all these different ways that you might trigger somebody else that was thinking in a different way. And that's why we do this. Planting seeds. Right? That's it. Planting seeds, people check them out. I'm sorry, babe. What'd you want to say?
No, I was just saying yes. Like, that's exactly the point, because we always talk about how everybody's unique, how everybody's different, everybody has their own opinions, and it's like that's what these topics are supposed to discuss. Not to reach to a conflict, but to reach to a discussion.
Yeah, it's always to a discussion. And so if anybody wants to come up, just let us know. We'll bounce you on up. Otherwise, we can keep chatting it up. There's a lot of stuff going around in the truther movement. You guys want to, that there's no peace there. Sad. Well, Vika and I were talking about that. That's kind of funny. We're talking about this right now. There's really no peace. There's always inner turmoil between all these people and different things. And it doesn't matter which topic. Like I said, people, I don't just do biblical cosmology, or some people would call it FE. I just don't do that. But if I go there, they're always fighting amongst each other. They're fighting with what they call the globies, and then they'll fight against each other.
Thank you.
You know what? I can tell you why. They're around each other too much. Me and Vika were like laughing. I was like, he goes, yeah, we used to do that. And I go, yeah. And then it ends up fighting. He goes, yeah, man, it's like being around a family that gets together and they don't get to see anybody else. They start to bicker on each other. It implodes. Too much access. Too much access. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you guys want to sit on there. I don't care. Like I said, any topic. I don't care if it's biblical. I don't care if it's politics. It religion, can be law. Every topic that I've been in. If you hang around those groups long enough and they're in their echo chamber, the echo chamber starts to blow up and they fight each other.
And then they reset.
And sometimes they'll turn new people in or whatever, but it's just weird, man. It's like, I don't know why you guys want to sit there on the same panels talking the same thing. It's funny because you had the same 8 people. I saw Vika and he just laughed as hard. I go, you had these 8 people here and then a host. And then they'll go, oh, I'm about to shut down. Anybody else going live? And then another person from the 8 panel will jump over there. And then you'll have the 7 people from the old panel. And then the host is now on the panel. So you got the same 8 people. So you got the same 9 people in there. All they did is go to somebody else's live. That's it. And they're talking about the same thing, doing the same thing over and over again. It's so weird. It's like weird to me. I don't know. They like to hear the same thing over and over again, I guess, until they get it right. But yeah, I just think that there's so many other things that we can learn and talk about. And people need to fix, a lot of times, their own house, right? Get your house in order.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
They're too busy on here to get their house in order.
I think their concept of that is that they think it's peace. They think it's peace because, as truth seekers, right, we run into the world and there's always conflict. We look on the external, but I think we look at the external in too much of a negative sense. We look at all the problems of the world instead of thinking maybe there's a solution. Everybody gives up on the solution. They're like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, and then they just leave it at that. And that's what you do, and it turns into complaining without action. And I think that is somewhere where people they like to congregate. And it brings them peace because they've got somebody else that's on their wavelength, that's on their level, and they say, you know what, this person gets me. And so that's what they go, and that's why everybody does go in their bubble. They're like, this person gets me. That's why you want to hang out with those people. But like he said, eventually, at some point, it's going to hit a breaking point because people...
They don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
I don't even like people. I keep telling everybody I don't like people.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like people. I mean, it's like...
they'll scatter, and they'll come back.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't get it. The echo chamber thing, like I said, it's like the same thing, talking about the same stuff over and over and over again. It just becomes, redundant.
Yeah, I actually agree with Papa.
And they're so mad. They're so mad at people. Mm-hmm. I don't care what topic it is. If I'm trying to, somebody that loves the Constitution, they call themselves constitutionalists, right?
Right.
If I go in there and tell them, oh, the Constitution doesn't really matter as much because we're not under the full Constitution. We're under admiralty law. They'll blow up and freak out. They'll get so mad at me. Even though it's the truth, they're going to get mad because that's not what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. And now I've become enemy number one. See, and it's like that on anything. It's really odd. They want somebody to argue with. But if you're trying to convince me, you don't argue with me. You don't call me stupid, or you don't call somebody constitutionally, what do they call it, globey? So what would that be? Constitutionally? I don't know. I don't know what you call them, a stoolie.
I don't know. It's a good question.
So I don't know what you would call those people to make fun of them, but that's what they do. But that's not getting anybody anywhere. I mean, how's that going to help? Calling them names. You put them on defense. Now they're not listening to anything you say. And people got to stop cutting people off. Even if you know they're wrong, you're the one putting yourself in here on this live. You're the one that should sit there and listen to them, so that once you hear them out, let them finish, even if they're repeating it from a different person, but it's the same thing that you've heard 10,000 times. You put yourself in there, listen to it, let them finish, and then rebuttal.
So you're saying you should let them have their piece?
Yes, because you're not gonna give them peace if you keep cutting them out. They're not gonna listen to you no more.
Yep.
You're gonna try to talk to them, and they're just gonna cut you off in their own mind. They already stopped listening because you didn't listen to them because you already think you knew what they were gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, I always forget.
Yes, I'm amazing.
So on TikTok, there's a little person at the bottom. You can hit the request, but some people don't realize that.
Sorry.
So Paul was like, there's no buttons. And I'm like, oh. So I will start the buttons so that people can see them.
What buttons?
The buttons. To hit the squares.
What squares?
The squares.
Oh, we didn't do that?
Yeah, so that's what I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, I'm not used to it. Is like some people will not come up unless they see those squares.
Oh. Well, you can just request up. And
you can, right, you can request up, but not everybody knows that.
Oh, all right.
So I think a lot of people have the buttons, are used to the buttons.
We'll do the buttons, I'm sorry.
I got you.
I'm not going to make fun of you and make some new name up for it. We'll just let it be.
But yeah,
whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Man, they should make that into a song.
I think that's why people do what they do. They're looking for peace. They're looking for somewhere where they're not going to get yelled at. But that's why it's ironic, because they stay on so long that they're going to get yelled at.
Yep, or they get tired, they're almost passing out, and then they get mad at somebody.
And that's what you speak all the time. Like, and this is to me is peace, I guess, is balance. It's like you aren't overwhelmed by any one thing. You aren't overwhelmed by work. You aren't overwhelmed by your kids. You aren't overwhelmed by just living your life, doing dishes, laundry, all that fun stuff.
It's wonderful. Like, I want to do the dishes.
There you go. It's like it's a balance, and so you're finding a communication. You're finding your alone time, and that's, to me, that's what peace is that you have something to fill your time, but it's all balance. It's all at balance. All in balance.
Yeah, I mean, a well-oiled machine, or at least the best you can oil it and get it running well, it gives you peace. That's why your house should be that way. Mm-hmm. Like these people that are griping at each other, if your house ain't in order, which is your personal life, it doesn't matter if you're single or you have a significant other or with kids or whatever, got to get that running right before you should be on here doing anything. Yes. Unless you're on here to learn something to fix your house. You know what I mean? You should, if you got a leaky roof, you shouldn't be on here unless there's a guy in here that you're talking to that can teach you how to fix your roof, which would be somebody like Papa or JJ, even myself. I mean, I'm not a professional, but I've done it.
Yeah.
I used to do roofing. I did roofing. Yeah, I did roofing for half a summer. So it doesn't make me an expert, but I kind of know what I'm doing. But I would point. You see, I'm smart enough to point to JJ, Papa, or even Kenneth. Right? Mm-hmm. That's where you go.
You would be more at peace if your roof wasn't leaking.
There you
go.
That's what I'm saying. So, but you shouldn't be on here trying to talk about everything else and gripe about, your household or your relationship or your loan or all these other things, and your roof is still leaking.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on here for 10 hours learning how to fix your roof?
And I think that goes for everything, in the sense of
everything.
Of like, it is, everybody complains about things, but nobody does anything. It's like if you have tried to do something and it didn't work out, I can get the complaint. You've invested, you spent the time, you spent the effort. I get it. Okay, you have a right to complain. But everyone is so they're so used to complaining without doing anything.
Oh, they complain. They complain before they even look for a solution.
Yes.
Always complaining. Complain. It could be worse. You could be in like a different country where it's way worse, but nobody thinks of that part. Mm-hmm. There's always somebody that's worse than you are. And it's really bad. Like I said, if you're on here and you have any kind of issue, but you're on here not trying to figure out your issue, why are you on here? because it's not going to fix your issue. Your issue is not going to go away.
Yeah.
So you need to be up here learning some knowledge. Now, if you have the perfect life, then you can go up here, I guess, do whatever you want. But I bet you it won't be that good unless you're on here with your wife, like somebody I know. You know what I mean? The smart one works with the wife like that. We love to spend time together, and that's our thing. I mean, this is not fake or anything like that.
No.
We liked it when we had more money and could go buy stuff and go do road trips.
I know.
We did road trips like
we'd find
like
stuff on
every weekend.
like the Bibles,
Yeah.
or some like we found like some of our old documents and things like that.
Yeah, we go drive and go get 'em.
Facebook Marketplace, throw the kids in the car. Everybody loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. And like we just talked the whole time. We didn't have no radio on or nothing like that. We just talked about the biblical text or things that we wanted to do once we got the platform going, or all these different things. Even music. Talk about my lyrics or anything. We just love to talk to each other, and I miss that because right now it just seems like we're always just.
Oh,
I wouldn't mind going out like that, and yeah.
Even though
Oh,
you're
it's so
doing
peaceful. Oh,
something
yes.
that is peaceful.
Because we're on the same page. We're running on the same.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell her anything. It's amazing. We just chat it up. We love it. That's how, people go, oh, I wish we had a relationship. You don't have to wish it. You got to work on it. Get off TikTok, man, and go fix your life. It's just what it is. I mean, some people just want to be on here they would rather complain for 10 hours on a platform than fix the thing they're complaining about. And they'll never put in 10 hours a day trying to fix the problem that they're complaining about for 10 hours a day on one of these social media things, right? Mm-hmm. They'll put in an hour or two. I try to talk to him or her for an hour, and they won't change. So then you come on here for 9 hours. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it would actually, like I said, we talk about the get your house in order, but you cannot have peace until things are in order, because life is chaotic. It is.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always going to come at you. It's never going to stop. It's just how it works. Nothing's going to be fair. It's always going to come at you. Things are going to be good. Things are going to be bad. But the fact of the matter is, it's just life. It's just experiences. And what are you going to do with them? Your peace is when you can come to terms of every aspect of your life, every event, every conflict. You can turn it into something and be like, well, in the world's eyes, this is a negative experience, but this is what I learned from it, and that's how you move forward.
I got one better than you. You don't even have to solve it.
Ooh.
You just got to know that you actually tried. Hold on, Papa. I'll give you in a second. No, you're good. But watch, Papa will agree. It's not that you have to solve the problem. It's got to know that you actually put in all the effort to do it. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're putting in that 5-10 hours to try to fix whatever issue you got, the leaky roof or a bad relationship or whatever you're trying to do, you putting it in your all, that's peace because you've tried. But if you're just talking more than doing, deep inside that you're not even giving it. And then all you want to do is complain. So you're complaining more than you're trying to fix it. There's no peace in that.
You know what's funny about that? It reminds me of sports. So relating it back down to level 1 is sports, right? When you play a game and you can't put any effort in because something's against you, whatever, and then you just quit and all you do is complain. It's like you don't feel fulfilled in that game. But if you bust your butt, you've trained for it, you put all the effort in, you've done everything, you've left it all on the floor, even if you lose, you feel amazing at the end of the game.
Yeah, because there's nothing else that you could have did.
There's nothing else you could have done.
Because you couldn't train harder because you trained as hard as you could.
They beat you fair and square.
Yep. All right, go ahead, Papa. I'm sorry. And I can get a drink too, so make it long.
I'm going to turn it back on. Which when I got her note today, which on her thing, and she said what it was about, I sent her a thing, and I just told her peace is a gift. Is how I've seen it. And then so I got into the scripture and looked around for some things, and I found this. And this is what I come up with. Peace is knowing that the things will work out as they should, according to the will of the Father.
100%. And that's why somebody will even ask me to pray for them a lot, or they think that, like we'll take my brother. He just had surgery on his heart, and my relatives looked at me weird because I placed my hand on his chest, and now it wasn't me going praying to the Father, please heal him and X, Y, Z. I said, please do your will. Whatever your will is. And my brother looked at me and goes, I agree. And everybody was shocked because I wasn't praying for him to be healed. Nope. You're not supposed to. You pray for the will of the Father, because the way the outcome was going to happen, that's what it was going to be.
If it be your will, Father, please look after him.
Yeah,
And
because he has his own
only
purpose.
If it is your will, Father.
Everybody has a purpose. And so, like, for me, it kind of sounds weird. The connection I have with Elohim, I feel selfish if I ask for any favors. I just do. I'm here for them. I don't want them to, you know what I mean? I'm not there to do everything I can for them so they help me out later. That's irrelevant to me.
The Father has gave me peace. I don't ask him for nothing. I really don't, except for wisdom when I go out. I want to do his will when I go out. I want him to stand with me and be with me when I go. I want him to give me the words that I need to speak to somebody if they need to hear them. I mean, that's my wish every day.
You know, it's interesting. Like, I don't know how somebody that's not biblically based, how they feel about it, because they have no foundation. So, like, I would really like to get somebody that's more like that. Like, I don't mind people that, you know, I have friends that are atheists, and I like to speak to them in that, but they go, when you talk to me, you make me feel like I want to go grab the Bible. I go, well, I can't help you on that. Because where's your foundation coming from? You know, it's like, what do you got to go on? I mean, you could always say, I like that couple over there, and never ask them if they're biblically based. Because what happens if they go, oh yeah, it's because I follow the will of the Father and this and that. That's going to throw an atheist off again. I go, just look at how they're treating each other and then go from that. And you'll be led to where you got to go. They don't know, but they're going back to the Bible. But that's all another subject. Shh, don't tell them. Everything goes back to the biblical text. I don't care. I don't care who you are. If you want peace, you're going to go back there. That's where you're going to go. Everything ends up back there.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I can't do anything else. It's up to you guys to seek it out. But yeah, it's just really funny, like what peace is to each person is different. Some people think peace is security, right? You got enough finances. Some people take finances over a good relationship. They don't even care if they're fighting as long as the relationship, as long as they have the funds. There's a lot of people that, you know, he might stay with the woman because she's beautiful, but he has enough funds to keep her, and he's good. He doesn't care until it gets later on. Oh, yeah, it'll always surface. It's rare that it doesn't. It doesn't mean there's not anomalies, people. Yes, I know. Yeah, your cousin, your uncle, whatever, were married 75 years. And she never liked them, but they got along great because they had money. So I get it. There's those anomalies, but in general, it doesn't work out.
No, because there's usually, when you have a relationship, there's some kind of, like, there's just a tough point. Life happens, right? And someone's not been pushed before. They're like, oh no, they panic, and it's like, it's not a big deal. You'll get over it.
Yeah.
Money is a currency for a reason.
It's supposed to be moving. It's supposed to flow.
It'll come back just like it goes.
Yeah.
I had a big job last week I done, laying floors for a lady. I don't know if she had a husband or what, but she didn't seem like it. But as I was doing her floors, 2 days into it, she'd come down and she was just standing there, and I didn't know what she was doing. And she was literally being at peace, listening to my music that I was playing. I use a lot of stuff. I mean, nowadays stuff, but really nice stuff. And she said, I really love what you have on here. Everything's the Father based. And when I left 2 days later, she felt so good. She gave me such a big hug, and I'm not used to that. But she felt the peace that I was trying to give out while I was there, because I try to get in a great mood while I'm there. That woman walked up and handed me $100 bill as I was leaving. On top of all
So
the
that's
money
your
that I
DJ
had
money.
just made. through the company.
DJ money.
Yeah. It was special, and you could tell she really felt something good. She gave me the biggest hug twice before I left.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good feeling. Good feeling.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what? One of the coolest
sometimes.
places that I've ever been. So when I was going to church still, I went to a mission trip, and one of the places we went was White Sands in New Mexico, and there's no noise there whatsoever. It's literally silent. There's no animals. There's no wind. There's no cars. Nothing. It's just pure silence, and we just laid in the sand. And it was, at first you're kind of nerve because you're like, there's something missing, but then you just sit there and you just be, and it was really cool. I would highly recommend if anybody's out in New Mexico to go check it out. It was cool.
Just don't take no kids.
Yeah, don't take your kids.
Don't take your kids. There ain't gonna be no silence. Anybody got kids knows. If we can get all three of them where they're not, one of them's not crying, yelling, or screaming, or saying mom or dad. And that's just with 3. I can't even imagine having like 5, 6, or 10. So you're gonna be hearing mom every second.
Yeah. I got hood body, and you guys and your names, psychedelicization. They're like money talks. That's what hood body said.
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Oh yeah, that's funny. We were just talking about that. Chris Tucker.
Yep.
Yeah, we were referring to that movie actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, what brings you peace, guys? Jesse, do you want to go? If you're available.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, you're like tapping.
I don't even know how I got up here. I put you in my pocket for a second.
Yeah, we like honesty.
Like,
we can.
When did I get up here? Yeah, no, we just got
nice.
Well, you're good.
I'm trying to hurry and put stuff away and everything. So
No
I'll be back with you guys in a minute.
Don't rush.
Yeah, give me a minute, guys.
So anyway, there's like so many different ways that people can take what is peace. Like I said, sometimes it is financial, sometimes it's physical, sometimes it's just laying with somebody in the same room, in the same bed. Knowing they got your back, right? So there's different things that bring peace, right? All the kids asleep at once. That's very peaceful when you're not used to it. That's Chelsea. And all the kids are sleeping at one time. Usually you get one to bed and the other one wakes up. It's like, oh, Lord. Yeah. Or you're like, oh man, I'm scared to open the other one up.
And then the best sleep, we got everybody to bed and we're like, yes. And then the best sleeper in the house is like, hey, what's up? Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah. It was funny. Funny and sad. But you know what's funny? There's still a piece to that. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I love it, man. I wouldn't change a thing. We just like the way things work out. It works out in the will of the Father, man.
Yeah, and that's like, and that's what, like, even Frogs is saying, like, her kids, right? And I feel that way too. Oh, I missed somebody. Somebody wanted up. Oh, there we go, Marcus.
It's Marcus.
And it is. It's like, even though our life is absolutely chaotic. Thanks for having me, Gabby. It's absolutely chaotic. It is nonstop. We are literally just going from one thing to the next, and somebody else might see it and be like, "How are you doing it?" I've had somebody ask me that. And it's like, it's like, but at the same time, like, I've never been more at peace, to be honest. Is just like what Papa's saying. It just what Paulino says. It just is. You just do it. You just go, and what happens, and that just is. If there's a car going really slow in front of you while you're going to work, you're supposed to be going that slow. You're in a rush, and I take the time to slow down and be like, I just don't need to be there at that time. That's just all it is to it.
That's right.
I got a beautiful family at home. There's just no need to rush. It's not worth it. I
agree. And like, even like our I'll be a little bit more personal. Even our finances, right? I'm used to being. I told everybody before I started this, I could buy. Ask Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
I could get anything I wanted.
Oh yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah.
I go in there, get anything. I mean, that's how much money we had coming in. I could do whatever I wanted.
We were very comfy.
Yes, very comfy. Now not so much. I have to mind what I do. Don't buy certain things, and that's a lesson to be learned. So when the money does flow back in, because I am well favored, it's going to happen at some point. Just don't forget where I was at right now. But I've been poor before. Chelsea is the one that's never really. Well,
I've never wanted for anything, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you always had your parents. You could always back you up.
Yes.
But when I met her, she lived like a college student, man.
Yeah.
She's very independent. She didn't want to ask her parents for money, so she would just get by on what she did, what she made, which was amazing to me. That's one of the things I liked about her, actually. It's like, yeah, she's really into. Being smart with her money. She really budgets really well.
Yeah, I just do it. I can't call myself.
It's video games.
Yeah, it is video games. There's so much resource management. My son's always like, I would play zombies with me. Play zombies with me. I'm like, okay. And he always throws out the biggest, the coolest looking zombie. And I'm like, no, you need sunflowers.
You got to manage it. You got to get more weapons, but you got to do, yeah. She's like, has it all planned out.
That's how I play with him because he gets mad at me. So I'm like, I just throw 5 sunflowers out and he just does whatever he wants after that. And then that's fun for him. And it's fun for me because he's not constantly getting eaten by zombies. It's great.
It's hilarious though, because she manages every single thing. Like if you do this, you get that. Blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody else, shout out to Final Fantasy Tactics. I logged over 300 hours. Please don't judge me.
All right, let's welcome Marcus in. What's up, buddy?
Yes, good evening. You guys are making some interesting points, especially
Oh, yeah.
what you said about the finances. I find it interesting is that, if now is the era where the things we buy or we used to buy is of the least value, then it's ironic that we have the least amount
Yeah,
of money.
at
in
least
that
for
same
us.
time
I don't know
frame.
about everybody else. They still make TVs really cheap now. They make TVs cheap because nobody has money to buy them, I guess, right? If everybody had more money,
Yes, that's a good point.
it'd be like they'd triple it,
Yeah, they just increase the price.
Yeah. So which came first, right? Which is the tail and which is the head of the dragon. So did they decide that people wouldn't have money beforehand? Or
I don't know.
did it
I mean,
naturally
for me,
happen?
it's all growing pains, right? We're supposed to be learning, I think, to be more frugal, and then we take a lot of things for granted here in the U.S. And there's a lot of other countries, same thing. If you can remember what it's like when things are tight and when things are plentiful, you still remember that, you'll be way, way ahead. Okay, but most people won't. They'll fall right back into once they get more money. It's like burning a hole in their pocket. They're like, I got to spend it.
Yeah,
That's what people do with taxes, right? Tax returns.
So this is funny because I hear people say this all the time, and I've read this in psychology books. I read this in money books, right? We've done a lot of like the business, like we've done business research, we've done personal finance research, all that stuff. And here's the fact of it: no matter how much money you make, you will find a way to spend it. Everybody's like, oh, I'll save it if I just had a little more. No, it's just like your time, guys. You have to set it aside. I actually read this awesome book called Profit First. Highly recommend. And it gives you kind of a different outlook on how, like, if you really want to reach your goals, it's like you have to force yourself to do it. You have to make the choice of, instead of saying, oh, it's the last thing on my list, if you really want it done, you got to put it first on your list. Thanks for having me, Dewey. And then you'll get it done.
That is an interesting thing to say. There's another level to it where your mindset, if your mindset shifts towards profit, just as you said, it's like the value of currency is to make more of it. So it's interesting, and
Thanks,
this
Paulino.
is where it kind of touches closer to me. Is
Nothing
when
else. I made a joke.
Keep going, Marcus.
We have to recognize when people send stuff, even if it's me.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, when your mindset shifts towards profit, the idea of frugal spending, it's like it almost goes out the window because you keep saying it's like, okay, that $5 could have made me 15, or that 200 could have made me 1,000, right? So you only see where the value of the currency can make you more currency. So at what point with that mindset do you ever really spend the money? In the end, it's like you make the money and you have the money making mindset, and then you have the kind of fast and loose spending mindset.
Right.
And go crazy.
And like she said, it's hard to get out of that way of every time you get money. Like it's like when people win the lottery, right? You get somebody that's maybe lower middle class, or somebody doesn't know how to manage their money, or somebody, it could be even middle class, doesn't matter, but don't know how to manage their money. When they get more money, they still end up in the same position, except for their car's different. They might have went from like an Oldsmobile, but now they're in debt with a Cadillac. Or if they have a Cadillac, now they got a Bugatti. You see what I mean? And either way, they still feel like they're struggling for cash. Because no matter what, they just upgrade the things that put them back in the same situation.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
when they get a GMC Acadia, they can't wait to pay it off. But then when they get money to not only pay it off, but they could buy a different one or upgrade, they're going to get the Cadillac now.
That's why if anybody ever wonders where money goes, not just for the government, but what people do with it, 9 times out of 10, it's the fact that they just upgraded those things.
Yes.
You're always going to find a place for your money. You just are. And that's why it's not about everybody complains oh, where did this spending go? It's well, they found another, they're always going to find another reset. It's all about the mindset. You can throw as much money you want to somebody, but if you don't know how to use it, it's going to be exactly like you guys said.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be respended.
Just so you know.
Hey, don't cry, don't apply.
Hey,
It applies. It applies so much.
Hey,
I got
are you able to speak?
speak?
Oh, I didn't know if you just. Yeah, we were talking about what is
what's
peace.
up?
So peace for everybody is different. So what brings people peace? So I don't know if you have something or that you want to talk about or.
What brings me peace? Just knowing that my kids are safe. Knowing that my heart is good. I mean, I'm on a mission. I mean, I'm trying to do the best I can. I mean, I guess I wouldn't say the best I can. I could always do better, but I am actively working towards just doing better overall. And I feel like God sees me, and that brings me a lot of peace, believe it or not. Because there's a whole lot of chaos going on in this world, man, and we have to have something that we can fall back on to make us feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And that to me is peace. And if I'm not arguing with somebody all the time, or you know what I mean, I can't stand arguing. I don't like that. It's drama. It does not bring me peace. So as long as I'm avoiding stuff like that and putting my time to good use, I feel peace.
Hey, Dewey. I want to know how God, knowing what you're doing, gives you peace, because I am so stressed because I know God knows what I'm doing. And I suffer from he knows what I was thinking. Like, somebody was sideways with me today at work, and I'm like, you're pussy. And I'm like, you know what? Nothing is private to God.
I got an answer to that one.
Right. But God also knows we're human too. God knows we're human too. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have human emotions as well. And I don't think he's going to fault me for just, not knowing how to handle those emotions. I mean, if I'm trying to work on those emotions, I think he would notice that more than, where I'm messing up. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but, I would like to think that way.
I was looking for guidance, Dewey. I was not attacking because,
That's what.
Yeah, because you know what, guys, I can answer that. I can relate to that, and in a sense of, I have a guilt complex, and that's kind of what it sounds like a lot of people have. Is you have a guilt complex because you know, like you said, we're not we are human. We know we're not perfect. You want to do better, but that's part of the process. Is when you have those guilty moments, the difference, I think, is when you have those guilty moments, do you try to hide it, excuse, and not take accountability? Or do you try to say, dang it, I did mess up, repent, and just get back on the horse, right? There's a famous quotes and readings and all that fun stuff. I'm going to mess it up. But it's basically like every time you fall down, you fall down 7 times, you get back up 8 times, right? And that's the difference. Is like, if you're trying to make excuses for yourself, you won't make it, and you'll just keep doing it over and over again. You have to actually take the accountability and not feel guilt necessarily, but a repentance. In this, there's a power to that. There's a peace to that, and
Yes.
that to acknowledge that you feel guilty. But why are you feeling guilty? Are you feeling guilty because just because you messed up? There's no reason to feel guilty. Just get back on the horse again. Or are you feeling guilty because you're trying to hide it and make excuses?
Yes, that's 100%. Man, That's my wife. She's been listening. Yeah, I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Is like, he knows we're going to mess up. That's why he made repentance, right? That's why you can repent. You can pray for repentance, forgiveness from the Most High, but you have to really, truly feel that you're trying to change.
Yeah.
That's why it's dangerous if he knows your heart, if you're just saying words, but you're not trying to do the action. You don't mean it. So that's where we got to worry about falling short, is like, do you really mean it?
So
That's how you know a person is really trying to change his life, is when it does bother him.
Yeah, so
When they
you
do
have to figure
something
out,
like
does it
that
bother them
wrong.
because they got caught, or does it really bother them? And that's, I think, that's, you got to be able to, like, personally, you got to know. Are you mad because
You gotta know either way.
You got to know either way.
And be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Marcus?
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks, Dewey. And Jesse.
Yeah. I was going to add that there's another layer to everything you guys have been saying. It's like part of a greater whole, at least from my point of view, where you are as you've been created. So whatever your current state is where you've been put. So if you consider that, then just as you guys just mentioned about change, it means that whatever, just as Joanne, it's like whatever she recognized that might not have been an exalted thought or consideration, now it becomes the catalyst for that change where it's removed. So then the state that she was in, who she was, is now in the process of changing with that removal. So the constant state, or that change where you're removing the ill things bit by bit, as Chelsey mentioned, it's like a factor of repentance.
Yes.
It's like it's recognized and removed. So the state of recognizing it, or the mindset of recognizing it, is like a ongoing process of becoming more aware of what is legitimate, what is the right way and what isn't. So when you recognize that you're not in the right way, on the right mind, that's it's like the catalyst for.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's it. Like when you lose it, and then you fix it, it's removed, and you gain something new. So you are no longer that person anymore. You just got to remember to keep pushing forward, keep trying your best, repent when you really know you did something wrong. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to make an excuse, because excuses hide things. Didn't we do a show on that? Yeah, excuse versus reason.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, because sometimes there's legit reasons for not getting something done, and sometimes there's an excuse. And people have mixed them together so they can have more excuses that are disguised as reasons. And you're like, no, you're just. Yeah, that's what they do. So that's what they do. So they're not going to move forward at any moment. They're not. They're going to stay. There's going to be pedaling in the same spot and still whining and doing all the same things. They have to understand, is that legit or not? And some people have trained themselves to ignore it, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I think most people have trained themselves to ignore it at this point, because people don't want to admit it, but it's like we live a privileged life, and it's not a bad thing. It's just we just do. We should be grateful. Like Papa said a long time ago, peace is a gift. Well,
yes.
So is the present.
Yes.
I love that one. But the present is a gift. It is. It's precious every moment, and we never focus on our best resource, which we say all the time, you guys, is your time.
It is time.
The time we spend with you here, the time that you do spend, and that's why we do talk about, it's like, don't spend too much time in the Black Mirror, ourselves included. Like, go spend time in reality, and yes, sometimes it's painful, but guess what? Experiences, painful or not, that's how you learn. That's how you grow as a person.
Yeah, and the future is what? Not promised.
It's not. So
why worry about? Right? If you're gonna worry about it,
that's what anxiety is.
And it keeps you from doing stuff or changing. You're not promised that anyway. So why are you worried about something that you're not promised? It's very interesting, and I love the things about peace. And Marcus, you got to talk about a little bit of Seinfeld there. It's all about the levels, man. That's what he said. Many levels. I was asking, I put it on our platform, right? And that's what I was talking to. I think it was on one of Marcus's comments on the poll. We want to ask questions that have people think in different levels, different, personal, and this goes out. And that's how we take it. It could be biblical, spiritual topic between you and your significant other. It could be yourself. It could be anything. So the peace is for all that, wherever it comes from, what level you want to take it at, and wherever you want to speak on it. I mean, that's what's hitting your heart. That's what's on your mind. So I think it's really good though that everybody's speaking out, and that's all. Everybody needs to take accountability, I think, for everything.
Yeah. Because I think people, I don't know what they're scared of when we don't take accountability. Like I said,
Judgment.
Judgment. All right.
Judgment.
Yeah, people don't like people to think poorly of them, but the fact of the matter is, it's irrelevant what other people think. It's just do you.
It's self-judgment though.
That's true. Yeah, because nobody's judged you yet.
You can't get past the first judgment, which is yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
You know that you should be doing better. So if you tell somebody else, and then you know that they know that you know that you should be doing better, it just stacks up.
So just don't do that.
Yeah, so just admit to it. Be like, dang, I'm lazy or I'm this.
Yeah, you can't get confirmation after confirmation and then just not change. Like confirmation comes from others for a reason, but people see it as criticism and chaos because they don't want to give the life of, or they don't want to live the life of plentiness. I mean, again, you can have the simplest things to be happy, and when you don't have those things, those same things that make you happy, when you don't have those things and they go away,
100%,
you still find a way to be happy. So then you would think if you would find a base, a base standard for your happiness and for what you find as peace, which, in this case is God, because we seek him first, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
It's
like I've had it none, I had it all, or really, really a lot, and now we're going back down a little bit, or a lot of bit, whatever you want to call it. But they want me to remember how it feels now. And how blessed I am, how leveled I am. So when it goes back up, I don't forget that's what it feels like. And I'll run my household the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why you have all these celebrities, man. They think they're going to have all the money in the world, that they can spend, get anything they want, and they still are not happy. They can't fulfill it because that's not what real, true happiness and peace is. It's not that.
And then they'll come out and they'll say it, and you'll still see the content.
And then you're like, oh, they don't. If I had all that money, I'd be happy. How many times you heard people say that? If I had all their money, I would be happy. Right?
Right. How many times did you receive $100?
There you go.
You blew it because it was just $100.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, go to casino. You know what I mean? I can go to blah blah blah. Yeah, I can get those Jordans. It's like, but they don't.
Somebody hands you $100 bill, and then you're like, okay, let me take a chance, and then you lost, and you're like, well, it was just $100. Somebody gave me. It was just handed to me. Right. Well, that's the lesson from God. God gives you stuff all the time.
I love this story. We probably said it already, but maybe the people here haven't heard it yet. There's this story about a dude in a flooding house. He's on top of his house. The water's rising, and a boat comes by. He says, "Come on, jump on the boat. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna save you." He's like, "Nah, I'm waiting for God to save me." And then he's like, "Okay." So he drives off. So then another boat comes. Like, "Hey, come on, jump on the boat. I'm here to save you." Nah, God's gonna save me. And then he goes on. He's like, all right. So then a helicopter comes and the water's rising. The dude's almost under. And the helicopter's like, come on, this is your last chance. Get on the helicopter. Let's go. And the guy's like, no, God's going to save me. The dude drowns. And so then he goes, God, it's like, what happened? I thought you were going to save me. He's like, did you not see the 2 boats and the helicopter that I sent you? What more do you want?
Yeah, they don't do that.
It's like
people do not recognize God. They don't hear his voice. They don't know what it sounds like anymore. They think it feels good. No matter what I do, it feels good. Blah, blah, blah. And how's that working out for everybody? Society doesn't seem like it's working out too well. It really isn't.
It'll.
Because I think, people are, we talk about this all the time, expectations, right? The expectation doesn't match the reality of what you have. And then people throw it out. But maybe you should just, like I said, if you can go with the flow, be at peace with what is in front of you, then you might be able to recognize it.
This is funny. People might get mad at me, but whatever. Peace comes from order.
That's why guys like peace.
It does. It comes from order, right? When everything's running right and everything has its place and everything is running smooth, that is peaceful for anybody.
Yeah.
So peace comes from order, and that's why you need to have a foundation. If it's biblical, then you know that the order comes from obedience and the outline given to us by the Most High and the Elohim, right? If you fit that mold and you can do that to your best of your ability, not going to be perfect, obviously, but if that's your mindset that always do better, you're going to have that peace. That's why a lot of the people that are up here are more at peace, regardless on their financial situation, how much money they make, right? And the relationships with other people, it could be personal or not. They're more at peace. I don't know if you noticed that. And that's the difference that we see there. Even people that are rebuilding their lives now. Oh, why'd you leave?
Oh, she didn't mean to. It was tapping.
Oh, she didn't mean to come up?
No.
Oh.
She's like Jesse.
Just like Jesse. Oh, there she goes. Now, does she mean to come up now?
No, I don't think so. I'll wait. I'll wait.
I wanted to come up.
Until, I don't know. Frogs, let me know in the chat if you actually want to come up.
But yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things, though, is that it's like peace, right?
Yes.
It does. It comes from that solid foundation that you may have. Mm-hmm. And when you know you're doing everything you can to fulfill and keep that structure solid, doesn't mean it's not going to shake a little bit, because we are imperfect as humans. But we should always be pushing forward.
Sometimes
I always
we
overthink things.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't. I'm very streamlined. I always tell Chelsey, why do you always overcomplicate things?
That's a good question that I do not have an answer to this day.
People must hate that I always go, I don't do that. But it's true. I'm really weird. Ask Chelsey.
Oh, yeah. We warn you guys. Do not compare yourself to him. I live with him. Don't do it. Don't compare yourself.
My friends even say that. Dude, this dude's weird, man.
No, he's weird. Yeah.
And they're like, he should be a billionaire. And I go, it's just not time. It's not for my purpose to do that. So it doesn't matter.
That's slow what you told the post office people.
If I was a billionaire, I'd probably give most of it away. I'd be the guy standing on the corner instead of asking for money. I would be giving the people that gave me money. I would give them 100 times. That would be a great thing.
I got an answer for that. So when I became a truck driver, I decided I was going to help my whole family
She
and all my
knew
friends
yeah.
so that we could all move up together. And I got blessed. I went as a truck driver, brand new truck driver. 4 months in, I became an owner operator. You know what that means? That means there was nobody to pay money to. It was just me. So if the load paid $2,000, I got paid $2,000. I was handing over money left and right, 5 years straight, working the most insane conditions. Finally had to come off the truck. Nobody was around. I had given money to everybody. You didn't even have to give me a sob story. If I thought you needed it, I handed it over. And then when my life imploded, I was like, God, what is this? Like, I'm faithful. He was like,
yes.
You asked me to bless you. I blessed you.
100%.
You gave it away. I didn't tell you to give it away. I didn't tell you to do this. I didn't tell you to make that person more important than me.
100%.
I had to take away everything so that you would
That's the
remember
flat out truth.
me. Don't forget
Love it.
me. And here I am. So I'm here to tell you, you go ahead and get $1 million and you're going to say that you're going to give it away. If God doesn't tell you to give it away, you're going to be standing in front of him with your hat in your hand. Your hat in your hand going
100%.
And he's gonna break it down.
That's why people get that's why people get mad at me, because they go, man, if you made you're gonna be rich, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. And he goes, you know all these people you can help? And I go, only if I'm told to, because like that's the way it's supposed to be. Like you didn't see David or like Solomon. They didn't give all their riches away. They're still poor people.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain way. It's not because they want them to be poor. It's lessons to be led. And not everybody that's poor is poor because of what? They're not working hard enough? I don't. A lot of times.
We don't know.
A lot of times it is.
Paulino, things I witness is that sometimes by me giving interrupted
Yes.
what God wanted that person to
Yep.
experience to appreciate when it was their turn. And I decided to be God and sitting here Johnny Appleseed handing over dollar bills, and instead of letting God give
100%.
that person the opportunity
100%.
to learn a lesson.
100%.
Yeah, 'cause
You
it's
don't get
not-
mad at me. Ask
Look at
Chelsea.
Yeah, because it's not bad. Like that's amazing. Like people have a giving heart, but it's when you give to the point, like I said, that it becomes detrimental. It's like it's not bad, and people do want to give, but it's the people that are evil taking advantage of it because they can. It's like those are the people. Yeah, those are the people he
I won't
doesn't
give
want
away
to
my
bless. In my opinion, like it's my opinion, is like he doesn't want those people. He did it for you and for the people that does, like, you know, and his eyes deserve that blessing.
Yeah, he'll let you know.
He'll let you know. Yeah.
I would definitely pray. I would pray about it. I wouldn't put
Yeah.
myself
And
short.
that's,
I
yeah,
don't
and
care
that's
for much anyway.
cool.
But I'd sure try to help
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
That's why.
I would help somebody out if I could.
Yeah, I mean that's why
As many as I could.
it works out that way. You give some people that don't know how to handle money, you give them $100,000, it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. It's like I got a guy that does work for me. If I give him too much money, guess what?
See?
There you
He's not
go.
gonna show back up work the next day.
But you,
Some people get 100.
yeah, but you know what? You like
Never did it.
you as a person, it depends on what you want to do. It's like if you want to do that and you know what's going to happen and you're okay with it, that's what's going to happen. But if you're like, man, he's just doing it to take advantage of me, and you decide to not do that, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
But you have to be at peace with whatever decision that you make.
All right, let's.
Oh yeah, Frogs wanted to
go,
answer.
Frogs.
Yeah, what
Go
you
ahead,
said.
Frogs.
Hey everybody. I'm sorry I didn't hear what you had said. I was trying to get my little ones to help me clean. I was trying to get them to, get to it. So I did not hear what you had said, and I just wanted to like come up here and like respond and like.
Oh, I don't know.
what
We
you
were
were
just
saying
talking.
to me.
It's just the question is, what is peace? So, like, what is peace to everybody? But like, we didn't know. That's all we asked you was that. Like, peace is different for everybody, and they have different levels, different things that they think is peaceful, right to them. Some people think it's gonna be a whole bunch of money, and a lot of people find out that's not what it is.
I agree. Like everything that Joanne was saying, really, like, if you're not called to
I say
give
after
that
this, let's
away,
pull
you get a whole bunch of money.
streams.
That's just like it's not gonna even.
It's
happen.
been over an hour and 10
It's
minutes.
not. Yeah, my kids are definitely my piece. Probably my only piece that I have. It's a lot to get them to do something because they're young, they're little, they don't want to do it, and they're very strong-willed children, which is wonderful. But it's difficult. It is. I don't have like any support system or whatever, so I do find peace and I've had to learn to find it in myself. And thank you, whoever sent that. And also within my children. And it can be chaotic and stressful at times, but I do find peace within my little family that I have and with all my family and friends that I make on TikTok.
Hey, Fox, my beautiful friend, you gotta find peace in your faith. Find peace in your faith.
My faith?
Yeah. I mean, everybody takes it different ways, biblically or some other. Like I said, I know atheists, and they can be peaceful or feel at peace. But they always tell me there's something missing, and I come up with some kind of biblical thing, and they go, you always make me want to read the Bible. I go, you asked me, so I just said something.
I do. That's why I'm missing your Bible lives. I love reading the Bible with others. I find myself struggling, and I don't think the Bible is really all of it, but that's a big part of it, right? Like reading and understanding the book. That's why I like coming here, going to Joanne's live when she's reading her Bible study. And I've actually encountered a couple other ladies who are reading the Bible. Like I was even asking God, like, how can I be more in touch with you? Just talking to him and asking Jesus the same thing. And I literally just stumbled upon somebody reading the Bible last night, and I just chilled in her live for a while, listened to that. And that was really cool. So I feel at peace with God, and when I pray, I mean, it's answered. Like, it's so strange because when I pray for most things, it's like there, like okay, and that's because. Not because I'm so like sound and grounded in my praying and whatnot, but I think it's because I truly love God and Jesus. Like I do. I really do. But I mean, it could be stronger. Absolutely. Like my faith could be a lot stronger. It could be.
So like when you pray, so you say you pray for stuff like what? I'm just curious. And what gets answered?
Well, kind of like how I was asking him, like, hey, you know, how should I get closer with you? What could I do? And then that night, you know, I see this woman reading the Bible and it reminds me like, hey, that's exactly what I should be doing. That's exactly what I need. And obviously that could be very obvious. It's a pretty obvious thing. Read the book. But I find myself forgetting that sometimes, even though it's right there. I keep having to like reread it, and I see everybody else like zooming through it. But I like read a couple pages, and then I'm like, oh snap, I gotta reread that again because it had been like a week since I had read the next part, and I don't want to I don't want to forget the you know what's happening in the book.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
any book that I read, you know. And then the torticollis thing, like that was insane. We prayed about it together, and I mean, that was like amazing. Like that was one thing that I could really say happened quite quickly, like the quickest.
I mean, sometimes like stuff like that is sparked so that you do start getting connected with the Most High. So, I mean, those are just things that people take for granted, and then they go right back to not doing it. So that's just the way I see a lot of people do it. It's like it's no different than somebody getting pulled over by a police, right? A police officer, and they go, "Oh man, if you get me out of here," especially if they've had a drink or something, and they're like, "Please let me get out of this. I promise." Blah blah blah. And then right when they pull away, with the warning, they don't go to the Most High. So like all these things, sooner or later, it's just going to all come to an end. And that's just the reality of it. People always think they always have more time, but tomorrow's not promised. We were talking about that before. Mm-hmm. The gift is the present, and the future is not promised to anyone. That's just something to be mindful about.
Yep. I think it's a good break point.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be right back. Give us about 30 seconds. We'll be dropping all the other streams, and we will be right back in 30 seconds.
Yes.
And don't forget to join and go to theflatouttruth.com. You'll find all of our social media. You'll be able to know where all of our stuff is on every platform, and join the private community that we have set up in there. And I keep adding stuff, so I've been on it daily now, adding more content in there, and you guys can check it out. And there is if you're into the biblical calendar and want to know that, there is a full calendar of this month, and I put one in every month because you have to do it that way. I will explain one of these times when you guys want to talk about it, or you can come to one of our shows, Bible, right? The biblical versus Gregorian calendar.
Yes.
But anyway, go there and join, become a member. It is free, and there is a page version. But let me hand it off to Chelsey, and then we'll...
All right. So last but not least, everyone on TikTok, go friend up JJ and everybody else. I got the link in there for you. It's just in the chat. Is go to jjsgarden.com. Check out all of his organic, homegrown, natural remedies and goodies. They're amazing. Paulino recommends the deodorant. Everybody else recommends the rub, but he's got all sorts of stuff.
Deodorant.
You'll notice some clips coming out from his interview, so go check that out and all the fun stuff he talks about and all the things that he does. And don't forget, we got Ask Fika Anything this Wednesday.
That's right.
5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Thursday will be our continuation of the Deadly Sins series with greed.
Yep, that's right. You covered everything. So we hope to see you guys there. I am Paulino B Michael.
I am Chelsey B Michael.
As always, be safe.
Be well.
And that's the
flat out truth.